Crews continue to clear the rubble left behind from yesterday's building collapse. After that fire, you can see multiple people are still on scene. There is also still some smoke coming from hot spots. 6 o'clock here. It's been about 5 hours since this accident happened, and it's going to be probably a couple more before these roads are reopened. Like we said, 495, the westbound lanes are still shut down. The Lake Hopatcong Commission says they want you to take these signs seriously and stay out of the water this weekend, no matter how tempting it may be. We're along Crystal Avenue in Southampton Township. We want to give you a look. This is actually the road here that has been completely washed out by this flood water. A lot of these homes have water obviously inside of them. If you look over this way, we'll show you just how much water came into this neighborhood overnight. The moral of the story today is to plan ahead. Look at the board here. This is departures. You can see a lot of them have been canceled or are leaving late. We're about a quarter mile down from the fire. We want to give you a look. You can just see the magnitude of that fire, the amount of smoke up in the air. The Union County Prosecutor's Office says the number of naloxone deployments significantly jumped in 2018, a reality that opioid abuse is still prevalent, but a sign that more lives have been saved. Despite what you may think, people tell us the biggest problem they're running into today is this: iced over mirrors that they instantly have to scrape, unless you're like one guy we talked to today. The main drag here in Hoboken, pretty quiet this afternoon. We want to give you a look down here. Now, when we got here about 25 minutes ago, this is what the sidewalks look like. Now they're starting to get covered here as this snow continues to come down. You can see they're starting to get a bit of a coating. So how would a Zach Alert work? Officials say if there's significant information about the description of the car at the time of the hit and run, they'll be able to put it out on one of these billboards that drivers pass by every single day.
The pain is still with me, and it's insane to know that it's still, like, it's been a year already.
On May 17th of 2018, then 11-year-old Peter Caminiti and his classmates from Paramus were headed on a field trip, but that day quickly turned deadly.
I blacked out, I passed out, and I woke up with just rubble. I thought it was just a nightmare. I thought it was fake.
But it wasn't. Peter's bus was on its side in the median of Interstate 80.
I woke up hanging from the ceiling.
Peter was one of more than 40 on board that day. His classmate Miranda Vargas and teacher Jennifer Williamson Kennedy were killed. Peter suffered a major concussion and hearing loss.
They identified a break in a connection between his brainstem and his inner ear, and he had no hearing in that ear at first. He asked the first responder, when the first responder first loaded him into the ambulance, if he was going to die, which is a really difficult thing to hear as a dad.
Peter eventually returned to school as students leaned on each other to get through.
School was very quiet. I had to do half days for the rest of the year. It was just mostly me and my friends going to the child study team room just to try and make ourselves laugh and have fun.
I made a comment to one of the parents that these kids are bonded together forever, right? And the mom turned to me and said, so are the parents. And it's true.
A community now fighting for change. Peter at the forefront, getting legislation passed that requires buses to have 3-point seatbelts. And 1 year later, remembering to cherish every moment.
We knew those people, and then we lost them like that.
You never know what is going to happen. Hold your kids close.
I'm like trying to stop myself. I'm like, no, this can't be happening.
Melissa Dawson had no idea what was about to unfold Thursday night. Captured on their nanny cam in their nursery, the audio of the tense moments she gave birth at home alone.
I thought that I still had time. I didn't realize I was so close to delivery.
Melissa says her husband was out with their 2-year-old daughter when it all began.
I call him, babe, where are you? He's like, I'm in Orange. I'm just dropping Savannah off now. No, we need to go. We need to go right now.
Driving as fast as he could to get home, the two remained on the phone. Melissa recounting the just minute and a half she spent in labor.
Babe, I feel the baby is coming, it's coming. Just like that, she falls on the floor. I literally did no pushing. She worked her own way out.
A miracle.
Hearing her cry, you know, like, okay, this part is over now. Like, she's okay.
Moments later, first responders kicked down the front door to get to Melissa and the baby, her husband arriving right after. The two were taken to the hospital and back home within 2 days. Melissa still in awe.
If we just step back and kind of look at things, you'll realize that if you trust your body will help you through the most amazing things, like giving birth to a child.
And the Dawsons named their daughter Bria Bell, which they later found out means strong and beautiful. A coincidence, they say, and definitely meant to be. In the newsroom, Erika Shych, News 12, New Jersey. Sitting at home watching The Price is Right.
When I got here, I said, oh, that isn't the lady one.
Iris Cueto says she came within inches of a deadly situation.
As soon as I did that, the bullet came through, hit the table here, which I turned it around with it chipped the table, and then it hit the radiator, and then it fell on the floor.
A stray bullet now inside her home.
I threw myself on the floor, and I started screaming, yelling at my husband not to come down, and I crawled to the kitchen, and then I called 911.
Catching her breath and thanking her lucky stars she hadn't turned the corner into the line of the bullet, Iris says the shooting left her shaken.
You hear that happening to other people, but you never think it's going to happen to you.
While Iris's home was the only one where a bullet went through the wall, the daytime shooting left its mark down the first block of Rose Avenue. Just a few houses down, 2 bullet holes now mark the outside of William Lee's home.
Sound like a boom, 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 like that.
We reached out to Jersey City Police, but are still waiting on details from the shooting. A scary situation for residents who tell us it's yet another sign that this neighborhood is changing.
Because I've been living here 29 years, and it's sad, but for the past 3 years, it's been pretty bad around here.
And back out here in the first block of Rose Avenue, a lot quieter today. There have been lots of police patrolling the area today, and that is something residents say they hope to see a lot more of. In Jersey City, Erika Shych, News 12, New Jersey.